I like you.
But I have heard through the grapevine that one of the teachers being considered being cut is involved in the gifted program. In the high school, we have been through a plethora of different gifted program variations as things have changed over the past couple of years in terms of instructors, and I'm, as a gifted student, very concerned about the future of the gifted program in high school. I do have a question of whether this rumor is true. Additionally, I would like to address the importance of making sure that the gifted education program is preserved so that it can prosper. Thank you very much.
The gifted education program has to be preserved. It will be. In terms of who the teachers will be for next year, I don't know at this point. I can't tell you. I don't have an answer for that. Okay. But it will be preserved. We have to provide that as part of our special education services to students.
I understand that, and thank you very much for that clarification. Just keep in mind, with all that we've been through in high school and just the fact that we haven't had a consistent teacher, a consistent program in the past couple of years, or as long as I've been involved in the program, it is important to consider the interests of the students and making sure that the teacher remains consistent.
Thank you. Bear with me a minute.
In the meantime, there was one thing I forgot. I'm picking my hat up already. It's about the volunteer thing, and I just wanted to say that any of the administrators who don't want to take that same cut, I will pledge to volunteer my time to fill in for that administrator with anyone else until we find the replacements.
I knew that.
First I have is Luann B.
Wait.
Fear and intimidation doesn't bother me. That's probably why I'm being furloughed. But anyway. My name is Luann Beats. I teach 7th grade language arts. I'm not here speaking on behalf of the union as vice president or part of our negotiation team, but as a concerned teacher for my students, or should I say our students. Our administrator's model has been every child, every day, I'm sure as you're aware. But on April 11th, in the middle of the PSSA testing, when I was called down to the office and told, what the back of our there is a 99% guarantee that I was being furloughed. So if you aren't aware, you are aware now. That I was told along with the pink team that we are guaranteed 99.9% that we're being furloughed. My reason is because of curtailment of an English program, and how, my question is, how on that day was every child being thought of? I, along with many other students and my faculty are education baffled that during such a supposedly important testing time, students' education would be disrupted. Students now have questions of the importance of PSSA testing. And now you have to consider, yes, it's 5th grade, 6th grade, and 7th grade, but now that is going to carry on through the high school. So I don't understand how you can, every subject is important, but language arts, an academic subject, how you can justify one subject over another. Granted, they are all equally important. So that's as for our awesome students, to teach is to touch a life, and I am proud to say that if if I am furloughed, at least I know I touched some of your lives. Thank you for supporting us pink people, the community, even though I'm not Schuylk, if you will. I enjoy teaching at Schuylkill Haven. And please, me speaking, please do not take it out on my husband.
The next person, Carrie Baxter. You have maybe. I'm
asking maybe one of you will not
What?
come and speak.
Everybody else says. Everybody else says it doesn't matter.
I was hoping we didn't have to do this, that maybe one of you guys would step up. But last week's meeting, I received a sucker punch from somebody on the school staff. I was asked by a board member to respect that person, even though I don't believe I was respected. But he threw out some numbers. He threw out my name, my company's name. He embarrassed me. He embarrassed my wife. He said he saved the school district $17,000 by not having their services anymore, and that's totally to the contrary. I believe it cost the school district a lot of money by doing so. But I should thank him because in actuality, he probably saved my wife and I about $17,000 because of donations and gifts that we had given to the school. And I can assure you that's not going to happen anymore. I can back my numbers up because I did speak to somebody associated with the school that has these numbers. They were not true. I also confronted, as I was requested to do, I confronted the school person. And I asked him to consider an apology or a retraction of his statement, and that has not taken place. So, with that being said, there are many other issues that are at hand, and there's a lot of, if it's being told, there's a lot of smoke and mirrors. I am asking the board if they would start looking into things a little deeper. You are the boss of everybody who works for this school. Nobody should be running around with a free rein. Nobody should be doing things without some sort of supervision. I have to say I was hurt by what was said at last week's meeting. And I'm hurt with the situation with our school right now. There's a lot of unanswered questions as well. Were the students brought in to the office? That question hasn't been answered yet.
Yes. 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 Yes.
What was the purpose of that and why?
I brought the students in during an activity period, did not take them out of class time. Thank them.
No. You can go up. You can go up.
I have with me Alex Consolette, Lindsay Zimmerman, Sarah Lombard, and Sarah Blanc. On April 24th, we were pulled in during an activity period with Mrs. Felker without an adult present. Intimidation, Mrs. Felker. You could have gotten in a lot of trouble for that.
Sure, yes,
We never received an apology for 8th grader present with us.
Students who had spoken at the meeting at the last month were asked to come to the office. There were quite a few more who came in. And when I said, oh, there's more of you here than I expected, someone said, yes, we brought more along. And I said, well, that's great. The more the merrier. And when you all sat down, I said, all I want to do is to thank you so much for speaking at the meeting. I appreciated what you said. I appreciated how well you conducted yourselves. I asked if any of you had any questions. I was not in any way meaning to intimidate you. Let me finish. The only reason that there was not another adult in there is at the time there was not another administrator in the high school. I was.
I agree. I agree. It is, we heard you speak, and this is a personnel issue, which is discussed in executive session. All personnel, whether it be.
If you're taking into the personnel, you can mention that the board has an executive session agenda item now. Thank you.
So,
May I please bring up another point? She kept,
No, not if it's on the same topic. No, I'm sorry.
She kept targeting the 8th grader that was in there asking him questions about his speech.
Was it because of me?
No, he brought
Excuse me. We need to maintain order and respect for each other. This is a personnel issue that the board will address in executive session. Please, no more yelling now. Mr. Bensinger, are you finished? Do you want to speak more? Okay, thank you. Thank you all. Okay, we are moving on with the agenda. I have no other individuals who asked to speak, so we're down to the approval of the minutes from the April 17th meeting. Mr. Felty, would you please take that?
Board of School Directors, Schuylkill Haven Area School District 10, Rachel Olsen, following members of the board responded to roll call. Mr. Colby, Mr. Kohlberger, Dr. Mockler, Mr. Felty, Mrs. Hess, Mr. McGarry, Mrs. Miller, Mr. Reichert, and Mrs. Stewart. Also present were visitors, administrators, business manager, Humphrey, solicitor, attorney James Caravan, Superintendent Feldman. I move to dispense with further reading of the minutes and to approve the minutes as recorded. All members have received copies of the same.
Motion, Mr. Felty, second. Mr. Reichert, all in favor, aye. Any opposed, no. The motion is passed. The next item is the report of the treasurer. You have that in your folder for the month of April 2012.